so for a lot of the people that we're working with, when you think of someone who doesn't have housing, someone who has a history of incarceration, someone who has a history of addiction, someone who has a history of mental illness, what kinds of messages are they getting from society about their about themselves? What kind of information do they get about who they are and what they are? What are some of the messages that we get because we have these histories? What does society say to us? Anyone have any thoughts?
I have experience though with Sam coming in 6 months, and every day he come in, I'd say, "Hi Sam, welcome. F you, we're Patrick." This went on for 6 months every single day. And then one day he said hi. And then from there he started volunteering.
Okay.
And it was so awesome. The orientation with the CSVs, we let him do the tour with the CSV.
Wow.
And he knew Cher in the mission. That was awesome to see the transformation.
So what kind of messages do you think Sam got from people about who he was before he came to Cher? What kind of information did people get?
Well, probably a negative one, because he drinks, he act out, and at Cher he got unconditional love, attention, affection, and approval.
So instead of being called a troublemaker or crazy or bad, here at Cher he comes in, and no matter what he does, maybe he's rude, but we're like, hi Sam, how are you? And we're just consistent with it.
Yes.
And eventually he's like, all right, maybe I can trust these folks.
Now he loves me, and we still communicate.
It's amazing. I love that. Okay.
Communicate.
So, what Janet is describing here is really Cher's noble cause. We are trying to catch people falling through the cracks. Sam is one of them. That means we support people who have been unable to connect to other support or services. We don't kick people out, even if they have strange behavior or something that's disruptive. And at the same time, because we're not loading people up with a bunch of rules, we're not always telling them what to do, we're trying to give them as much space as we can for them to be who they are. We create safety and structure by using the tools that you're going to be learning about here. In other words, we build that community, and we create a sense of community expectations by using the tools and getting other people to use them. And this is something that happened with Sam. When Sam first came to Cher, he didn't really know what it was about. It took him a long time to kind of figure out what is Cher about? What are they trying to do? But like Janet just said, after a while, he got our mission to love people better, our mission to create a place for personal growth and change. And he became part of it. He got on board with that training. That's when we know the community is working, because it's not just the Janet show or the Libby show. It's everybody coming together and saying, let's work with each other.